There'll be plenty of times where being a woman is probably not helping your career. So when it does help your career, take the opportunity and then stand out. One of the most pivotal moments in my life was actually when I was a sophomore in high school. And my dad used to take me to speech contest, and that was a way for me to earn money to save for college. And I remember it was the Lions Club, and I was in the final round, and I lost. And I went home, and I was kind of complaining. And my father said to me, "You really have to be so good that they have to give it to you." And you weren't. It was a really good lesson for me. I really took to heart the idea of excellence and no excuses.
You made what some would see as a surprising or bold career move after spending 17 years at a law firm to make the move to Accenture. Did you see that as a career risk or a big jump?
I don't think I fully contemplated how much of a risk it was. I was really thinking about, how do I want to live my life? I was 42 years old, and I said, I can see my future. Like, I know what the next 20 years are going to be like if I stay here. And Accenture really provided an opportunity to challenge myself. Because if you think about it, I went from the young girl who had never traveled outside the US, who went and studied Chinese. Then I went to law school, and I grew up in a family that didn't sort of live in the corporate world. Then I became general counsel at a company of technology, and I didn't know that. And so each time you make a choice, and it's a choice about reinvention.
How would you describe your leadership style now, and how has it evolved over time?
I've always been someone who has been collaborative, but I would say it's collaboration on steroids. I learned early in my career that tapping into the best people, not having an ego, like really knowing what you don't know and what you do know and how to bring teams together is how to be most effective.
Throughout your career, you're someone who has always pushed yourself outside of your comfort zone. What pushes you outside of your comfort zone now?
I feel like every day I'm being pushed outside of my comfort zone because what we're doing as a company is trying to help our clients lead disruption instead of being disrupted. One of the ways that I keep myself kind of grounded is my husband bought this little sign that hangs on our wall, and it says, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. And so when I'm facing uncertainty or worried about, is this the right strategy in the face of what we need? I think about that and say, okay, good. If I'm a little scared, it must mean that I'm doing the right thing.
If you were to rewind the clock 20, 25 years and were writing a letter to your younger self, what advice would you have loved to have been given at that point in time or to have heard?
I would say to believe in yourself. Because I've often worried and spent more time not having confidence, reached what I wanted to, and then realized, wow, I was a lot better than everyone else, right? And I think you really have to follow your instincts and have confidence to make the journey a little bit less stressful.